If you educate these young children well, we will have a better Burkina tomorrow. And if you fail, our homeland will have failed. Remember, the imperialists are conducting what they call today the fourth generation war. The main objective of this war is to ensure that for generations and generations, our nations can never build themselves. They want to ensure that these children grow up in a climate of terror, of violence, unable to distinguish right from wrong. And only you, by playing these roles, can lead them to distinguish right from wrong to become good citizens. Because for them, if children grow up in such a climate, we have several generations that will never be able to make peace, who will kill each other, because for them, the rule would be war. Look at some nations in Africa that have never known peace for decades. That's exactly what they have done there, and ensure that Burkina Faso does not end up in this situation. The future of our nation rests in your hands, and I urge you to take this mission head on and transform our successors, our society, so that tomorrow we have citizens worthy of the name.
They will tell us, Thomas Sankara tried to do it like this, but where is he? He is dead. The Haitian president, he tried to do it like this. Where is he? He is dead. Gaddafi tried like this. Where is he? He is dead. These are the veiled statements made to us to instill fear.
Hello, keep watching Xposed GH, the best channel on all of YouTube. Yes.
Xposed GH, baby, I will be in check a cinema. The name is always Ben Bruce. Subscribe, share, the two man now on Sakabi. Ibrahim Tuari, on Rasamana Mabeka. Nyamabi Okekano, media me feel say the man is philosophical. Yes, we shall not be a young age. Bibisa say Nyame, Agena King Solomon, Nyame the man, and after the most a black man, say Nyame dear bro, yan ye dear wabro. And some your kind was a massa. If you are a coward, and you choose to be a coward, generations after you will ask you,
and if we are cowards, our children will ask us questions. Imagine if in Burkina we refuse to fight, and we accept to submit to live in slavery. Tomorrow our children will grow up. They will ask questions. Were our parents cowards to leave us in slavery? Whether we are alive or dead, we will feel it. The coward is afraid. And the imperialists have understood. They try to instill fear in the leaders so that you become cowards. Because when you are a coward, all other vices can arise. They do everything to make us afraid. They come into our palaces. They threaten us directly or with veiled threats. Of course, we respond as we should. They always take examples. They will tell us, Thomas Sankara tried to do it like this, but where is he? He is dead. The Haitian president, he tried to do it like this. Where is he? He is dead. Gaddafi tried like this. Where is he? He is dead. These are the veiled statements made to us to instill fear. And then we also often see some young people trying to follow in the footsteps in a different way. You can hear them say, such a person ruled like this, he has the sepulchre. Such a person ruled like this, he is in prison. All this to try to scare us, to make us cowards. I think they haven't understood something. When we say the homeland or death, we shall overcome, it's not just a phrase, it has its full meaning. We are not afraid and we will never be afraid. We will continue our struggle. They have undoubtedly and surely scared numerous African heads of state. You often see when we speak or when we have the opportunity to be in certain situations abroad, we often make statements to call on African heads of state to wake up, take care of our youth, to be able to initiate our real development. We are often misunderstood. Some have responded publicly to our statements because they feel targeted. But I can assure you, youth, that when we find ourselves in their corridors, these same heads of state tell us, you are on the right track. this is what needs to be done for Africa to feel empowered. So, we ask them questions about why you don't do as we do, why you don't support us. Some tell us they are entangled, some tell us they cannot. Dear elders, African heads of state, from this platform, I would like to say that African people are the most peaceful people. When you recognize the wrong, you must tell the people. Let us not be afraid tomorrow to go out and tell the people. We apologize. We have been compromised. We have ill-gotten gains. We have been constrained by many things, and we ask for forgiveness and return to the right path. And to start truly working for the independence of our states and our emancipation. And I believe it is possible. If we remain in this posture of fear, we will be cowards, and history will judge us. Our children will ask questions, our grandchildren will ask questions. We are writing history. There is no room for cowardice. If our ancestors had been cowards, we would not be here.
What is the meaning of coward? Another name for coward is fear. Fear. Fear means say, I dare not me pay but who any slow me multi Africa. Yetia papaya de my father say, Sawo pebibia put it down Africans are a fear and the inability to take risks in life. Sawo fear. Baby a sabi obi aduno obeka sa odi ontimi ndu ho mesi esone o kasa bi o yesi wo kwa sorry na wo broni a sign because wo Jesus Christ kwasi akeka ye was kasa bebraye kasa o abrafo de na bibi fo so it is time to renew the mind. Ye will be a friend of physical awakening and spiritual awakening. Papa we were to me awaken the minds and the spirit of the world, the Burkinabe. I don't care which religion he is. But only maybe when Jesus Christ came, he awakened the minds of people. Or said, "Sauba jidie to say sinapia bia aba bibia maybe you can do it." And know yeah what the spirit of can do. Sa spirit in be na Burkinabe leader Ibrahim Traoré running from because only maybe says 2 minutes new mu na de bia wo hwe ni obi be yamawa you never make it in life. And that is the spirit of the African. The West should do it for us. Instead of saying, be taking lead, we want them to take lead. And then Burkina Faso president, he's just not talking. He is doing it by action and deed. Niyama papana ye no mekasa meka adibacheme wa ye niyama kese na ni nyina ache se ono kese ti me renew the mind. It will want me awaken no renew the mind and or catch the person say Master, if you want to follow me, renew your mind. Yeah, African leaders, no, most of them are asleep in their heads. They are blockhead. Yes, all that they think about to steal the money and to destroy it. After all, Abedi. I see the education system of what Burkina Faso has to be looked at. I don't want to produce graduates that are just writing. I want to produce intelligent graduates.
Dear teachers, you who are represented here, today, the world of education, those who impart knowledge, who must educate in the values specific to Burkinabe, who must educate in patriotic values, be greeted once again, embrace your profession wholeheartedly, for the future of our nation depends on you. If you educate these young children well, we will have a better Burkina tomorrow. And if you fail, our homeland will have failed. Remember, the imperialists are conducting what they call today the fourth generation war. The main objective of this war is to ensure that for generations and generations, our nations can never build themselves. They want to ensure that these children grow up in a climate of terror, of violence, unable to distinguish right from wrong. And only you, by playing these roles, can lead them to distinguish right from wrong to become good citizens. Because for them, if children grow up in such a climate, We have several generations that will never be able to make peace, who will kill each other, because for them, the rule would be war. Look at some nations in Africa that have never known peace for decades. That's exactly what they have done there. And ensure that Burkina Faso does not end up in this situation. The future of our nation rests in your hands. And I urge you to take this mission head on and transform our successors, our society, so that tomorrow we have citizens worthy of the name. And you promise me here that you will do it. Thank you. Very much. To you then, dear.
Steps have been initiated. Perhaps slow for some, but we must proceed slowly and surely. Because the educational system we are in is deeply focused on a system that produces more graduates rather than people capable of working and generating wealth. Unfortunately, that's the observation, but we are hard at work to first change the school infrastructures and adapt them, modernize them. Secondly, the curricula and the instructional program need to be changed. Little by little, we want to shift from general education to technical and vocational education. This transition is underway, and it will take some time for us to reach the standards we desire. All sectors will be addressed in the field of education, and that's why the initiative for quality education for all was created. And already the first stone. The modern centers we desire have been initiated, and construction will continue throughout the year 2025. Comrades, in the field of administration, as you have witnessed, the recent trial, the embezzlement of funds from our administration shows how much our administration is not in line with current aspirations. Also, the procedures are obsolete. That is why many measures are being taken to make this administration functional again, as we desire. The CRD has been established in this regard, and we will work to ensure that by January it is operational, and that citizens can report cases of misconduct and dysfunction in our administration. We will continue in this direction to be able to rectify, but also to introduce digitalization into the administration, to be able to effectively fight against corruption. Because as long as the procedures are not digitized, the processing times for files will always be long, and corruption will persist. The public service is therefore instructed to change the pace to be able to integrate a certain number of jobs, so that certain people who were under contract within the administration can be integrated effectively and have a career plan. We will continue many reforms in this area until our country becomes a country of reform.
There is a difference between intelligence and being wise. Most of our education system, no, we train the children to be intelligent, but they are not wise. Yes. Because when we be, so we are wiser. Oh, we are my sika. Now from question Switzerland. And we are Jimmy Pro Max. I am Jimmy Pro Max. So we are wiser. Go school, no, you wouldn't be thinking, say, me real school, na sabe, makwa abaya juma, ana obi enya juma. You also be thinking, say, how do I also say my real school met me a juma, na met me what I'm playing for. Last week I was thrilled, and I'll make the story. Papa Bia, when we are university, young guy, I who say onya juma, oton koko, and then Papa no 19 branches. I say every day he makes about 20,000. That's crazy. How much money do you as a bank manager make in Ghana? But the catches are starting, you know, they challenge you and they say, the girlfriend die no. Say Jimmy Oba say, better on their money call. After all, say no, obenya, because he's riding in a good car, making life what? Comfortable. And yes, one. So one new and question, and then the comfort that you have is what you are thinking about, and you fail in life. And that has been the bane and the mindset of Ghanaians, mostly Africans. And then your comfort in your pay, or we school or per car them, or per air conditioner them. Why don't you think, say, how do I also make something for other people to also benefit from me? Then be able to say, what can Ghana give me? But have you also asked yourself, what can I give Ghana? Because the moment you start asking yourself, say, what can I give to Ghana? That is where you start renewing your mind and awakening your mind. So wait me and bisa asem no. Na de bia is about what Ghana can do for me. I bet you never go anywhere. Ibrahim Traore, I tell you, say he's somebody that I listen to because me there. Debi am say obi o nyansa no. Sabe doesn't matter say manyansa no no anyisi me. Obi o nyansa onu ne etie no. Kwase ade ye ntie no. I expose GHFM by Bruce. Subscribe, share, me the 2 man now so I can be man wesi.